Joe Biden likes to claim that he ended a 20-year war in Afghanistan. He didn't, by the way. He only made things worse with this unconditional surrender. But while he lies about ending that war, he should be confronted on the war he escalated, the war on America, a war on everything good, a war that makes Joe Biden go after Americans, all right? He wants to go after everything that makes this country great. You see, Joe Biden, as the puppet in chief of the radical left, is waging many wars on our home front. So I thought I'd go through some of those wars by listing them out. So we force the blind liberal zombies of the world to take notice. We know that Joe Biden is waging war on Trump supporters, conservatives, and anyone who supports freedom. He wants all of us punished. And it is no coincidence that the unvaxxed are also under assault. Many of them are conservatives. Think about the war against them. Team Biden wants the unvaxxed destroyed, financially ruined even. It's about stopping the spread, all right, the spread of conservatism.
It's kind of like we have two kinds of America.
It needs to be hard for people to remain unvaccinated.
Is it time to get tougher with mandates and make life less pleasant for the unvaccinated?
This is really becoming a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
The people who are not getting vaccines, who are believing the lies on the internet instead of science, it's time to start shaming them. What else? Or leave them behind.
You see, it's about retribution. And it doesn't end there, of course. The left wages war on religion and God. How dare you submit to a higher power than the Democrat Party? We know Team Biden also despises the rule of law. It's why they wage war on cops and the military, our first responders, anyone who not coincidentally wears a flag on their shoulder. Those men and women are dangerous to the left because they protect our freedoms and our safety. The left longs for total chaos and society's total reliance on big government. Cops get in the way, but they want that reliance, right, on big government. It's why Joe Biden is waging war on the suburbs. Suburbs that are literally being invaded. It is an invasion of poverty. Low-skilled, uneducated future Democrat voters. That invasion originates on our southern border, of course. Open border globalists, like Team Biden will tell you. The next round of 80,000 Haitians and who knows how many more Central Americans is about compassion, they say. It's not. It's about the battle to dilute your neighborhood in an effort to turn it into a city center.
Immediately put a stop to these expulsions. We cannot continue these hateful and xenophobic Trump policies that disregard our refugee laws.
As a member of the Western Hemisphere, we've got to support some very basic needs that the people of Haiti have.
Building safe, legal, orderly pathways for migration so people do not have to take the perilous journey.
Here's what the mainstream media is not going to tell you. All of this actually amounts to a war on minorities, as rich, white, powerful Democrat elitists use those illegals for their own political gain and power grab. The fact is, the Democrats want to hold all people of color back. That battle starts in our nation's underperforming schools, pushing division, racist policies, all in the name of critical race theory. And here's what may surprise you. Critical race theory, CR2, isn't a war on white folks. It may seem that way, but this is really about making blacks and Hispanics angry, falsely teaching them that they are not good enough, that capitalism is somehow oppressive. It's Democrat propaganda to keep minorities down and on the government dole. The mainstream media doesn't tell you that, though, do they? Now, don't forget, Democrats are now proud to wage war on women, too. One only has to look at their nonsensical push to allow transgender men to compete against women, leaving hardworking female athletes with no chance of victory.
I lost out on the opportunity to qualify to the regional New England meet because I was beaten by two biological boys.
It's been really disappointing to know who's going to win the race before it even begins because we train every day just to take off a second from our time and we're not getting the spot that we rightly deserve.
They're about equality. Those women aren't getting a fair shot when men compete against them. And then, of course, there's the war on small business owners. Team Biden will call them the rich. Some are, some aren't. What they really are, though, are job creators, and Team Biden wants them punished too, financially. Just look at the latest $5 trillion spending plan in Washington. The taxes, reporting requirements, entitlements, all paid for by, quote, small business, and of course, the rich who can afford it, they say. It will crush them. It will stifle investment, and yes, hurt every American who relies on those job creators to put food on families' tables. So just to review here, okay? Team Biden's war on America has many enemies. It amounts to, let's go through them. A war on conservatives, a war on religion and God, a war on the unborn, a rule of law, a war on cops, the suburbs, minorities and women, small business, and of course, a war on all of you, freedom-loving Americans. The Biden presidency amounts to the worst attack on American values in the history of this great nation. So I say it's up to us to stop that destruction in its tracks.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.